Hello, it's Wednesday, 5:30, 6th of December. I've been now working on the production tests, which I mentioned in the previous vlog. It's going quite well so far, so we are able now to provide more scenarios in an automated way to help our QA people and testers. Looking good so far. One experiment we are making right now is that we have created a Snapchat group for our project so that we can communicate with less formal communication, less formal ideas, and it all disappears in 24 hours, so we'll see how it goes. This is a book which I'm reading now with my 6-year-old son, Hello Ruby, Programming for Kids. It's stories plus exercises 4 to 8 years. It starts more in a narrative way about penguins, like probably Linux, Ruby. This is the girl called Ruby, and only later it has some algorithms. So it's really, I think, easy and easily consumed by kids, I would say. We didn't finish it yet. Actually, we're quite far from finishing this, but so far it's fun. So I was going to have this vlog about some different topic, but something happened which is super important, and I really want to share this to you. Even though it's chess related, it's probably one of the most important days in the chess history, which I think can also have some influence to the bigger scope than just the chess community. So let me show you. This chess position, the white player played, normally you would play knight d2 without thinking, but here king d2, which is super surprising for a human to see such move, but even more a move later, king e3, which is totally against all the rules that humans know. And who is the white player? It's AlphaZero. It's exactly the same as AlphaGo. Who is the black player? It's Stockfish 8. Until today, it was considered to be the best chess engine in the world, which also means it was, until today, the best chess player in the world. But right now, we have a new winner, AlphaZero. And it wasn't just one game. It was 28 wins to 28 wins to 0. Means Stockfish didn't win any game. It was a 100 games, so the draws were not counted, or other games were just draws, which is very popular in normal in chess, that you have many draws regarding of the strength. But really, what has happened today here is just amazing. And it's all obviously thanks to machine learning. I will not bore you with the exact chess games or chess positions here, but let me just tell you that as a chess player, but I'm not a professional, I'm trying to get better. When I look at those games, they're totally different than what you usually expect from chess engines. They're more human than computer. And even more amazing detail here, the AlphaZero was learned just by playing with themselves for 4 hours without knowing the rules, without any other input from humans. It's just learned a whole chess in 4 hours and immediately became the best chess player in the history of whole chess. If that's not amazing, then I'm not sure what can be amazing here. I've already looked at some opinions from other better chess players than me, so chess grandmasters, and everyone confirms this. We are all shocked. The chess community is shocked, probably at a similar level as we have been in 1997, when Kasparov was suddenly beaten by Deep Blue at that time. We are shocked because it's a similar revolution happening. Back then, we didn't expect Kasparov to lose against an AI. That was the beginning of the whole AI revolution in a way. But now, Stockfish is basically a tool everyone uses, and Stockfish was like this oracle. Stockfish knows the answers, and Stockfish is now beaten not by one game, it's like by 28 games. This is something totally at a different level if we're talking about chess here. And I'm gonna read this paper. They published this paper immediately with all the games and all the theory about it. I just only scanned it, but it shows more details, like how it was prepared. It's good to know that AlphaZero is probably the same kind of, I don't know, hardware or the whole setup as was AlphaGo. And AlphaGo was also a shock because AlphaGo has beaten the best world players in Go, and Go is much more complicated game and much more difficult game for machines to beat. So we see something new. One big change, which is from a chess player perspective, is that, you know, until today we've had this situation that we could look at a computer engine, what was the suggested move in a given position. So I could look through my game, I could play my game, and the computer could tell me some better moves. But it was agreed in the chess community that those moves were called computers moves. So those were moves that probably objectively are best, but they couldn't be played by humans in a real game because the human wouldn't really understand how to proceed further. You know, you can know one move, but then what's the plan behind it? And with AlphaZero, we see moves which kind of make sense more from a human perspective, but probably they if it wouldn't be a computer, they would be explained more like there's some kind of intuition happening, because it's such a deep way of predicting what is happening in the obviously it's in a way calculated, but it's such a deep way of understanding like how long AlphaZero played without one whole piece till the end of the game. That's something that usually humans did. And so in a way, some of the moves are actually easier to accept by humans. So suddenly probably we are in a situation where we can actually learn from the computers more now. Until today, we have been learning from the computers, but more like at this precision level. But here we actually can see new ideas. So even I was just scanning those games today, and I immediately was like inspired by new ideas, things that I've been studying chess for 20 years now, and I haven't seen before, like this maneuver King D2, King E3. That's not something that you see every day. If it was played by a human, it would be considered probably kind of like a plan of the year or something like that. At the beginning of this year, I had my talk at a conference here in Poland, and this talk was called From Developers to Robots. And I was trying to look at the recent AI changes and revolutions, and if we as software developers can be worried about the changes. And I was looking at this from the chess perspective also, when I as a chess player didn't predict that, you know, the chess engines will be better in chess than humans. And now as a developer, I'm also shaken today because I'm not saying that software developers will be replaced easily, but it's shocking. I'm shocked too often. Maybe I'm just too easily shocked, but it's not only me, it's about the whole chess community right now. Maybe if this kind of, you know, algorithm, this kind of AI implementation, and maybe the hardware behind it, maybe we will see some breakthroughs in other areas, including software development right now. So I don't want to guess, I want to predict. It's just I want to forgive me my excitement today. It's just, you know, that this kind of situation doesn't happen every day or every year even. I'm not sure if this can happen like again, but this is all just surprising, and I'm not sure what to think about it. But looking at this constructively, I think I will now involve the computer, the games, 100 games from AlphaZero. I think I will make part of those games as my chess training. So that's at least something constructive I can do from this. If there is, yeah, I think that's where I end. So sorry for the sudden change of topics here. It just was too exciting not to share with you today. And as always, thanks for watching the videos. I really appreciate it.